Today I'm going to combine the tutorial and the products in the same video. So I'm going to mention the products as I use them in the tutorial. At the end, I'm going to give you options for those products, the good stuff that you can get. Let's get into it. I start by filling the actual brow. I don't go above or below. I just fill it out so I know what I'm working with in the first place. Then I can make it a little bit thicker, not too much. Make the hair strokes to make it look natural. So to do that, I use either pomade or pencils. So the one that I'm going to use today is the Benefit Brow, and the shade I have is number 4. It comes with a brush and it sticks to the cap, and it's a very nice brush. It's thin and precise, everything, but I need a spoolie at the end of my brush, so I'm going to use my own. If you want to know what brushes I use, I can link the video for the Drugstore brushes guide down below. I'm going to use the mirror from my palette, and you start by filling inside the actual brow frame, inside the hair of your brow. Don't go higher or lower. What a difference we are starting to make already, don't you think? Now I'm going to do the same step for the other brow because I can't finish a whole brow and then go to the other. This way they might be cousins, not sisters, and I'm trying my best to get them to look as similar as they can. We are ready to take our brow to the next level. For that, I use the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit, and it's in the shade Ash Brown. It's the perfect shade of brown for brows. It's ashy, it doesn't pull red, because when I see red eyebrows, it drives me bananas, especially if you don't have red hair and then you have red eyebrows. No, please don't. It makes the detail work on the brow super easy. If you want to go a hair above, a hair under, draw the hair strokes, it's perfect. Now you're using a brush as well. When the brush is thin, it's even better, and this one is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo Brush. What I do is I add a line up, and the thickness of this line is the exact thickness of the brush. I don't go crazy high, just as thick, or in this case as thin as the brush. And I do the same on the lower part of my eyebrows. And I don't try to change the shape of the brows, because that's when it's gonna get really hard for you to make them similar. So I follow the actual shape of my brow with the thickness, or how thin the brush is. A line above, a line below, and call it a day. No, and we'll add the hair strokes over here. And I use the powder for the inside where I filled before. I again use the powder for the same area just to make it bolder. And not just to make them bolder, but to like blend the line I'm drawing with the actual hair and the actual brow. For the tail, I don't like it thick, so I try to make it as thin as I can. I don't think it's flattering on me. Now, as you can see, this area is too wide, right? So I'm going to make it a little bit narrower by drawing hair-like strokes right over here. That's the trickiest part of applying the powder or whatever you're using to do it. So for this part, I can't have anything on my hand, no matter nothing. I have to be completely focused because I'm drawing hair here. So I will try to make it as obvious in the camera as possible while doing it looking at my mirror over here. Where do you start, or to be quite precise, end your hair stroke? The last one should be parallel to your tear duct. Don't go any further. Now you are bordering line unibrow, not a very cool look. So you end the hair strokes parallel to your tear duct over here. What I do is actually I point at my tear duct and go up, and that's my end line over here. I'm trying to match them. For eraser, I use a concealer brush, that's the Wet n Wild small concealer brush, to blend away or erase anything that I don't think went right. So at this point, I feel this one, the hair strokes are a little bit higher than this one. So I will grab my concealer over here, put a little bit on the brush and try to make it shorter. And I try to curve this corner so it's not squared. I feel this way it looks more natural. Of course, nothing natural about what I'm doing over here, but I'm trying to make it look like it's natural. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and be right back to chit chat about best brows products. 3 hours later. Yes, 3 hours. Be right back. Included picking up Diamond, my 4 years old, from school, then getting snack for the play date that we have after picking Emma, my 7 years old, from school. Now let's talk about brow products, shall we? The Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit, that's a must-have for me. Almost every time I'm applying my makeup and I'm doing my brows, I use this one in combination with whatever I'm using to fill in the brows. So that's a must. And I talked about the Benefit Brow. It's very good. You can go as light or as dark and as bold as you want with it. It's very flexible in this sense of like the intensity of the color. Now, for filling the brows, I need something that's not precise or thin, because I will run really fast out of it. And second, I don't need the precision because I'm filling the actual brows. I'm not drawing anything or doing anything precisely. The cheapest and one of the best that I use is the e.l.f. brow pencil. It's mechanical, but it's thick, so it's like done. And the color is very good. The color I have is neutral brown. It doesn't pull red. It's perfect. It works very nicely with the color of the powder that I use with. The next one I have is the Revlon Color Stay Brow Pencil. And again, it's thick. I don't know if you can see it. It's thick. It's not thin or precise, so it makes filling the brows inside the hair, inside the actual frame of your brow, very, very fast. And I have it in the color Soft Black because I went black with my hair. Before having black hair, it was red, but still I didn't wear red brows. I used to use like ashy browns when I had that red hair. Right now, I go through the really dark ash brown and the soft black. If I'm in a hurry and I'm doing the minimal for my makeup, I still have to do my brows. You saw my brows. It needs help. If I'm in a hurry and I have to do my makeup or want to do my makeup and I can't deal with 2 steps, I go for the really thin brow pencils. My favorite is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and it's really, really, really thin. See how thin it is? And it's the perfect amount of wax and pigment and smoothness at the same time. It doesn't tug or pull on your hair. It's very nice. I have it in the shade Ebony and it's nice and ashy. I love it. Now, 2 dupes for it from the drugstore that ranges between $8 and $10. The Anastasia one is $21. The next one is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I have it in dark brunette and I don't have it anymore actually. I ran out of it. It's not as thin, it's a hair thicker, but it's still tiny and very nice as well. The next one is the closest dupe for the Anastasia one, and it's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's really thin as well, and it's very good. I have it in the shade black because, as I told you, I went black with my hair. It's not like really dark black though, it's almost as the soft black that I have in Revlon. Last thing for this video is the brow gels or brow mascaras. And the first one I have is by L'Oreal, and it's the Brow Stylist Plumber Brow Gel Mascara, and I have it in medium to dark. That's how the spoolie looks like. It's not like extremely tiny, but it's small enough. The next one is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer, and I have it in deep brown. Hear me out. When you see this spoolie, you're gonna say, we are not sure. But it has fibers. Like, I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't, but it has fibers, and when you apply it, it makes your brows look fuller and thicker. It almost adds hair to it. It's very good. I love it. Last one I have is the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint, and it's my favorite because the spoolie is extremely tiny. Look at that. It's so cute. Oh my god. It's very small, and no matter how thin your brows are, it can fit right in. It's perfect. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and like it. If you do, thumb up. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell, share. Love you all. See you in the next video. Bye.